Guys, welcome. Today I will be cutting princess that breast tube overlapping. Ooh, is an overlapping. The top is overlapped and the down is just a pencil skirt, a pencil long skirt. But there are details. One is a princess that breast tube and is overlapped. Okay, so these are the calculation. Basically, the shoulder, waist, bust, half length, bust point, on the bust, nipple to nipple. These are the measurements I will be using to do the cutting. Okay, look at it very well. Watch the division. Alright, divided by 4. Added my allowance. See, at the waist I did +5 because of the intake that we're gonna take. So you can pause the video, understand the calculation, then you proceed. Okay, so these are the calculation. Let's move to the table for the cutting proper. So guys, let's start now. Let's start now. Before I fold my fabric, these are the calculation I will do. My highest measurement is 15. All right, plus the allowance. Now, plus the overlapping allowance. I'm using 6. So I'll be folding 21. This is overlapping allowance, 6 inches, and this is my highest measurement in my calculation. So total is 21. Our highest, what we have to fold is 21. Okay, so let's check. If it's fabric now that I'm cutting straight, like I'm cutting it on the fabric, I'll have to do this calculation to enable me not to waste fabric. All right, this is 20 that I have here. I want it to be 21. So good. So these are we'll be using the whole of this. Okay, from here to here gives us 21. Let's check. You saw, are you saying it? 21. So we are good to go. Okay, once you've done that, the next thing, look, we need to start our measurements. The beginning you already know is the you already know the beginning is the shoulder. All right, you already know that. So from here is our shoulder. Then the armhole depth I'm going for, this is bust 46. I'm using 8.5. Right, then the half length is 18. Okay, the bust point is 10.5 on the bust, 14 according to the calculation on the board. So let's mark it out, okay, before we continue. That is our 18. And that is our under bust. The next is our bust point. Bust point. Right, the next is the shoulder. The armhole depth. This is the armhole depth, okay? Now, we have marked this. We need to mark our shoulder. Remember, we have shoulder 8. That is 16. Remember, we have our shoulder. Now, before we continue, okay, this side is unopened, this particular side. What I'll do before marking the shoulder is mark out my overlapping allowance. 6. I told you I'm using 6. 6. What am I marking? Overlapping allowance. That is what I'm marking. Meaning whatever I'm marking right now, whatever I'm marking right now will not start here. It will start here. So overlapping allowance or space, whatever. These are all the 6 inches. Okay. So once you've done that, the next thing is to mark our shoulder. Sorry, this is shoulder 8. Okay. Our shoulder is shoulder 8. So come down here to match 8. Then you connect it. Once you've connected it, you are good to go. Now, the next thing, guys, is to, so guys, for you to start cutting, okay, now, first thing first is to mark your allowance, your overlapping allowance. You know, I told you it's 6 inches. This is it, 6. 6. 6 equally, okay? Now you connect it. This is the first thing you do when you're working, cutting this pattern, this dress. 6 inches. What is this 6 for? Overlapping allowance. Allowance, okay? This is it. So once you have marked it as your overlapping allowance, then you start marking your other basic measurements. Okay. Now, I'm going for 8 as my armhole, all right? Then the bust point, I'm going for 10.5, under bust 14, half length 18, okay? Is 17 plus 1, 18. So these are the basic measurements I'll be using. So what I'll do right now is just mark them out. My armhole depth, my bust point, okay? Then this is my under bust, all right? And this is my half length, okay? This is my half length. Remember, this is our overlapping space, my half length. Now, the next thing is for us to mark our shoulder. We are shoulder 8. This is 8 here. You can see what I'm marking here. Yeah, this is shoulder 8. Okay. Shoulder 8 here. Here to we mark the 8. Connect it. All right. This is our shoulder. Now, the next thing for us is to start marking our measurement. The bust is 46 divided by 2 gives us 11 and quarter. Okay, 11 and half, sorry. So here it is. Then our waist is 10. Now, this is the measurement, the bodies without allowance. Okay, this is the accurate measurement without allowance. Remember, at the waist I said plus 5, this is it. And here is plus 4. Okay, so we'll connect it down. All right. Now this is the accurate measurement. This is the allowance. Then once you have done that, the next thing is our nipple to nipple. Our nipple to nipple is 4 and quarter plus 5. We are going for 4 3/4. That is what you mark right here, nipple to nipple. Mark it straight to the bust point, okay? 4 3/4. Once you have marked it, you connect it to, now this is our waist, this is our under bust, this is our BIP, bust point, and this is our bust. All right, okay. Now once you have marked this, the next thing we need to do is come to the rounder bust right here. This part, mark 2 inches. All right, come here, mark 1. Hope you saw what I'm doing. What I'm doing is clear to you. Then from here to here we did 1, connect it. Come here, we did 2, connect it. Now I did 1 inches here, 2 inches. Have that in mind. Then you equally come here, mark that same one. That same one you got here, 1. Come here, that same 2. Okay. This is that same 2 here, 1 here. Once you have done that, you curve your armhole. Place your French curve and give your armhole a curve, okay? Curve your armhole. Once you've done that, now you get the mid of this shoulder. From here, this is about 10 and a half. So from here you mark 5 and a half, okay? From this beginning to here is 5 and a half. You place your French curve, place it very well from this line and connect. Hope you saw what I did right now. I connected it from here to here, 5 and a half. Then I connected it to this part of the line. Then you place your French curve here again, the under, and curve it. All right. Then you come down here. Here, measure 1 inches. All right. Connect it, put your French curve. Connect it. Once you've done that, you mark, go up by 1 inch, straighten this by 1 inch, then curve it back to your armhole. Okay. Now, the neck width I want for this dress I'm going for 4. My neck with 4, okay? Hope you're saying it. Let me do, no, neck with 3.5 here. All right. Now, our shoulder slant of 1 inches. From the 3.5, we slant the shoulder. Once you have slanted the shoulder, you come from here. Connect this. All right. Now, once you've done that, you connect this. From here to here, this is the depth, 7. Can you see that point I circled? Here. This is the depth of that, your sleeve. If you're okay with it, you go ahead. But if you want it a little bit down more, maybe you want it somewhere here or here, you connect it more, come from the shoulder. You connect it from here to here, then go down from here, back. All right. For me, I'm okay with this 8. I don't want it too up. I'm okay with it here. So this is where I will cut. So look at it very well. This is our, that is how to cut your princess dart breast tube overlapping. It is an overlapping dress and is a princess dart. Okay, so this is how you do the cutting. The next thing we have to do right now is to cut. Let me show you how to do the cutting. So guys, next thing is to cut. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel, okay? I post amazing videos every week, 2 to 3 videos every week, okay? Give me a thumbs up on this video. All right, so I am going for the one of my 8 as my neck depth. All right, that is the one I'm going for. So let's cut this one. So the next thing for us now, this part, this second part, you need to be careful when cutting it. Where you're cutting is this circle part, not the circle, the curved part rather. That is where you're cutting, okay? Yappa. This is it. Okay. Now I'm cutting both the allowance. Alright, now this is my armhole right now. So this is it. Okay. That is how it is. This is how it will look. Okay, now the next thing, we'll just place it on the fabric and cut. Now let's cut the back. Now the fact that this dress is overlapping, the back cannot be too deep. If not, it will be falling off the shoulder. Now the back has to be a high back or something that will hold. Okay, so the back of this dress is a normal back, high back. All right. So guys, this is my back. Okay, just a basic blouse. There will be a dart. I'll sew a dart on it. Just a basic back, normal high back. Okay. Remember the Neck width will be the same, 3.5. This is, I just use my normal neck depth of 2.5, half length. I just added sewing inches of 2 inches to the back. So now, remember this is zip allowance, okay? There will be zip at the back. This is zip allowance. And let's cut. Okay. So that is our bag. The next thing, just place it on the fabric and cut. So guys, I've placed it on the fabric, right? What I'll do right now is just cut. Cutting exactly, no allowance, okay? Oh. Please do subscribe, okay? If you have not subscribed, do subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up so it can get to more people. All right. That is it. This will be fully lined to the lining, and there will be a pad on it. It will be double padded, meaning the lining will be padded, the fabric too will have padding. All right, so that is our front. Okay, the next thing now is to cut the back of the fabric. So this is the back, all right? I've placed it, trace it out. Okay. So guys, the next thing is to cut the lining. Let me cut the lining and show you. So guys, I've cut the lining. I call it it, okay? This is the front. Now, the next thing is for us to cut our pad. So I'll just keep this thing. Now, there's something I need to show you guys. You see where I notched? This is this bust point. It will enable me, when sewing the pad, I'll be able to identify. You see it here and here too. On the fabric too, I equally did that on the fabric. Okay, especially this part. You need to notch your, you see it here, okay? You see the opening I have here. Don't know if you can see it very well, but this opening here. So it's very important, all right? Now, the next thing is for us to cut the pad. No, it's padded. We need to cut the pad that we use, okay? Now, for you to cut your pad, all right, it is very important you place it. Now, from here, you can see the bust point they are meeting. So I use this to hold it down, okay? So it doesn't move, all right? So once I've done that, now this is my center front. My pad will not get to this place. Okay, so what I'll just do is 1 inches here, 1 inches in. It can stop at the underbust or half inches below the underbust. So mine will be stopping at the underbust. Now the upper part, this is my bust point. Remember the armhole depth. The same thing here, the armhole depth. Now for me to mark this one, I'll just mark from here. I'll go by 3.5, at most 4 inches. Okay, I have to hold this down. Now from here, you curve to this place. Here's the French curve. So I can take this off, but sorry, let me just take it off. From here, you curve, okay, to the bust point, under bust, sorry, okay. From here, equally, you curve to the under bust. Now, this is the armhole where it stopped, okay. I like to go stop, either I stop at the armhole, I go by 1 inches here. I measured from here 1 inches, okay. Hope you're seeing where I measured the 1 inches. Then I'll give it a curve to join the other. Did you see that? Now I went 1 inches here, so I'll equally do the same. I'll use my French curve. Now, going by 1 inches this way is dicey. Let me connect it first. These are two separate curves. Now, this part of cotton has a curve. If I should extend this 1 inches up here that I did here, when sewing it, the part here will be bigger. Sorry, shorter. All right. This is it. The 1 inches, look at it here. So if it's not giving you the curve you want, you just curve it very well. Now this is the cup, our pad. This is what we'll be using to cut the pad. All right. What we'll do now is cut, okay. One. And this is for the other side of the fabric. Now I'm cutting the 1 inches, so they extended by 1 inches part. So this is it. All right, this is it. So what we just do right now, use this and cut on the part. Now this is the pad I'm using. All right, it has gum. There's gum on this part. There's no gum here. Now this particular breast pad is double padded. The lining will be padded. The fabric will be padded. So I'll be needing this 8 pieces. 8. That is what I'll be cutting. I'll be needing it 8. This is 4. This part alone will give me 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, yeah. I'll be needing a total of 4. Yes, sorry, not 8, 4. So this is what this will do for me. Okay. I'll be needing it in 4 places. So one total of 8 anyway. Yeah, total of 8. So the first thing right now is to pin this down and trace it out. Okay. And the 4 of them will be hard, so just go one by one. And so guys, let me finish cutting, then I'll show you guys. So guys, I finished cutting it. Okay, now what I did after cutting was I need to get my bust point. This is it. Okay, for this one, and I need to equally indicate which part is the up. So I wrote you, you to enable me when placing it. Equally, I indicated the bust point here too. All right, then here the upper part, see, to enable me. So the next thing is to place it on the fabric and line. So we are starting with this one, all right, and the fabric too. Okay, so let's go with the lining first. You remember this one is 4. Okay, I'll just pick 2 and play. This is the up, so I should, when placing it, it will go this way. I remember the lining, I gave my center, my bust point. You can see this cutting here. That is my, so I'll just place that same lining, place it here perfectly well. place this one too. You can see it. So place it. The next thing is I'll gum it. All right, I'll just keep placing it. The same with the fabric here. I'll place it too. The back part. Now, this, remember I said it has gum. There's gum on this. So I'm gumming it on it. Remember that. You get, so I'll just keep placing it and gumming it down. Let me do that and show you. So guys, I've gummed it, okay? All the pads. I see this one. This is the lining. I can still do too. I gum the pad. This is the lining and this fabric. All right, so the next thing is to join all of them. Let's move to the machine. So guys, to start the sewing, this is the lining. Okay, so what I'll do is join here to here. Okay, starting from the down, guys. Make sure they are meeting at the center here. And you're sewing half inches. That is what you're sewing. Now when you're full sewing, you turn. Make sure you're turning it. Now you have to be turning. See that? You keep turning. Follow the turn. Okay. That is half inches. Alright, so this is it. Now you can top stitch if you want to, but let's sew the other one first. Same thing to the lining, okay? So the next thing is to sew the fabric part of it. The lining is done. The next is this. Now the same way we placed the other one, all right, sewed it is how we sew this one too. So which one is this? Let me place it very well first. This is it. Now remember, you're sewing half inches, okay? Full half inches, that is what you're sewing. Then remember, you definitely give it a turn while you're turning, you're sewing half inches. it is compulsory you sew your princess part this way. Like, what I mean is, when you're sewing, you're turning it to the curve. You're giving it, following the curve, you know, to sew it. See what I'm doing? Now, if you get here and the part, like the part, this one is bigger, so I'll just give it a cut. I would like my part to be. Okay. Keep turning it. Fabric. Okay. Sew this part. Don't forget, you must follow the curve. You must follow the curve. So let's cut. So this is our front. Now the front will not be top stitch, okay? What we'll do here is trim this very well and iron. All right. We'll trim this excess, give it a notch, then trim it and cut. Okay. What I'm doing right now helps to relax the breast, the curvy parts. I was doing. So the next thing, this is what I like doing to my front. I'll just cut it. And what I'm cutting, I'll leave some space, so watch what I'm doing. So just keep cutting. And you see the I'm in a hurry to finish this dress today, so I can't actually. Now I've used cloth gum to hold it, but today it's just cutting. This is how I did it, okay? I just give it very close cutting. That is all. You don't need to do any other thing. All right, the same, I'll do the same here before turning it with the lining. I've sewed it. This is the back. Okay, sorry. That should go. This is the back, okay? Our back is ready. So the dart, I've not done the dart. I'll do the dart right now. Then once I do that, ironing. So this is our back, okay? Our back is ready. Now the next is this front. We need to iron it, both the breast cup and all that. So this is my ball I use for my breast. Now I only use this ball when the bust it's padded, not cup. When it's pad, I use it, but not when it's cup. Okay, I use this to. Hey, sorry. I like using fabric on this. I'm using this, okay, so it will not dirty the fabric. Oh, I cannot be washing it. All right, so what am I doing? I'm trying to iron this part, especially here, to give it a relaxing effect, okay, especially this part. It's only the the part that I iron using that, so have that in mind. Then every other part, okay. So the same thing I'll do here too. All right. Next is here. I need to. Now I'm done with the bust part. Now the relevance of this ball you're seeing here, you know, if for me to iron this place, placing it straight and be ironing it is not the best. So, but with this ball, okay, you know, you can do that perfectly, right? Smoothing the lines. That is the effect of it, and it's very necessary. You have it. So, let's go, let's go. Now we are done with this, okay? Now, we need to place our front, make it one. How do we do that? Get your tape. Remember, we did 6, right? Now you have sewed 1/2 inches. So what we'll have here is 5 1/2. Remember, we did 6. From here to here, 5 1/2. This is it. Okay, you notch it. Get a scissors. Okay. Now from here to here is 5 1/2. Remember, we did 6, but we have sewn now, so 1/2 inches is all. That is why I'm marking 5 1/2. Place this together with it. Make sure they are even. The same way you got the center here, you get the center of this one. Okay. Then just make the two of them to be even. you've done that, then you pin. Okay. This is my center to center. So what I'll do right now is to go and sew it down. All right, so I'll hold it here to this part right now. So that is mine. I'm holding only the down. I'm not holding I'm holding only here to make it one. So that is the upper part. That is my princess that breast tube. Okay, so the next thing now, it can be either of them. All right, you can decide that this part will be the one coming up, but the style on the picture the person sent to me, which one is on top? It's coming, guys. Let's know which one is on top. There's a style that was sent for this, so I'm trying to get the style. Let me get it. So guys, I'm still looking for the picture. I've not seen it. Okay, so it can either be this way or you place this way, whichever way you prefer it to be. All right, so next thing I'll need to do right now is just go and sew up. You can see this is our neck depth. Okay, this is how deep the V will be. You can see the distance. Remember we did 8, so it's 8. Okay, so let's go and sew it. Let me sew this and show you. Open this up. It's very important you open up your back, okay? Because if you don't, you can mistake it for the front. You can mistake it for the front. Right, so that is our front and that is our back. Now, if you want to finish it, you can either get a full lining, do it full lining, or any other way you finish it. This is a gown, right? This picture, the gown, the video of this gown will still be on my channel. So if you have not followed me, follow me. So when I post the video down, right? See how I finished it, the top, the style, everything. Okay, so do give me a thumbs up on this video. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. I've turned it, okay. This is my back. I've sewn the dart. I actually forgot to slant because of the bulking. I don't want it bulking at the back. I actually forgot to slant when cutting. This, what I'm doing right now, you can do it when cutting, okay? Or if you happen to forget, you can do it later. So I actually forgot to do that when cutting this fabric. So that is what I want to do right now. To avoid it bulking at the back, you take 1 inches off. This is 1 inches, okay? I don't know if you can see. Let me use chalk here. That is the 1 inches, all right? Then you slant it back to this part. Actually forgot to do. So whenever I forget, I do it this way. Okay. Now, you know when you fix your zip, there are, you see those bulking at the back. For you to take it down, I actually forgot. So I'm cutting it now. So that is how it is. Well, so right now I can now add join my skirt to it and sew. So guys, I have finished joining. This is the front, okay? Yo, that is the front, right? The next thing is to shape, okay? And that is the back. We probably joined it, right? Turn the lining. The next thing is just to join the shoulder and shape it. So that is it. Now, for us to join, the first thing we do is join the shoulders. Okay. First thing is to join the shoulders, alright? Now these are here and here. These two, this. So let me pin, hold the zip allowance first. So for us to join, okay, you open this up this way. You know there are two. Open this one up too. So you place it fabric to fabric, lining to lining. Now, when you're doing that, you have to watch. You know, there's a joining between the lining and the fabric. That joining. Now, the front must joining must meet the back joining. Okay, once you place it very well, fabric to fabric, lining to lining, you get a pin. Where are you pinning? The place you sewed, that joining point, you know, the point where the lining and the fabric meet, where the thread you use in sewing is showing, that is where you make sure you pin it up very closely. That is the first thing you do. Position it well and pin. Okay, once you have done that, you pin the lining to lining, pin lining to lining, then you pin fabric to fabric. Yeah, you pin fabric to fabric. Okay, once you have done that, the next thing is the way it is right now, you run a stitch half inches on it. So guys, the next thing right now is to shape. Okay, I like holding, making sure they are even before shaping. So I have pinned every part of it, the waist to the waist of the front, and I had my zip allowance. This is my zip allowance. Okay, so let's start with the shaping. Okay, the bust, we are going for, the bust is 46. The bust is 46. So which gives us 11 and their half, but I'll be marking 10 3 quarter. Okay, 10 3 quarter, because I want it to hold at the bust. So 10 3 quarter. The waist, we have waist 40. I'll be marking 9 and half, 9 and half at the waist. At the hip, we have hip 47, which gives us about 11 3/4. So I'll be going with 11. No, I want it to snatch. I want the hip very snatchy. So I'm going for 11, guys. So the next thing right now is to shape the down. Now for us to shape the pencil part of this dress, remember I did -10 from the hips when cutting this. So my down part will be 9. Okay, which is here. Here to 9. Alright. Then the next thing is to connect it. So guys, the next thing right now is for us to connect our hip to the down. Okay, this is it. So guys, you connect your waist to the hip, connect your bust to the waist, then you take it to the machine, okay? Yeah. Connect all the connectables. Yeah. So same with this side. Then the next thing is just to go and sew it up. Right. Then we'll come for the cutting of the sleeve.